Nope. Move. Move, 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 move. You guys got to move. No, move. Stay. I'm staying here. I'm going to be right out here. Good morning. I don't know if you're actually on here yet, but I am today painting the catio. And if you want to see the finished results, you can go over to my channel after I post this video and watch the video. I am going to be painting the outside, and it's just going to look really nice. So let me start. I'm going to be painting this. I'll be doing the trim first. Actually, I think I'll do the trim first. So the colors I'm using are, it's called a toasted mushroom. It's the color of our trim of our house. And then I'll be using the same color as our house as well. So, yeah, kind of excited to get it all painted. I don't know if you can see, but I did put down gravel, and that'll be in the video as well. So I always try to keep of our trim color available. And you're not going to see too much of a change on there because it is this color. I'm going to have a video coming out, a preppy video. I just have been so busy that it's been difficult to do, to finish it up and finish up the other videos as well. Gil and I had to cancel the Bible study because my daughter was acting up and she was still busy with her ministry. So we didn't get to do the Bible study, but I will be announcing the date in this video of my January giveaway, the big giveaway. And if there's any of you that would like to donate a prize from your channel for the giveaway, please reach out to me at my email. It's on I'll leave it in the link below on the video. So well, I think I'll go with brown there and just do the door and trim. I wish I could spray this, but I can't for a couple of reasons. One, we've misplaced the head of the sprayer. And two, I have the cats in here. So I don't want to. And it's not easy painting through metal unless you're spraying. Leave a comment below what you think about the catio. And like I said, the cost of this catio was virtually nothing. The rock cost $40, but I put a bunch out here and we still have some left over. But all the wood, I used points off of a credit card I got gift cards to Lowe's and Home Depot so that I could buy the wood. And I hope to do that with other projects in the future. Trick about credit isn't necessarily, in my opinion, it's not necessarily using credit as a bad thing. It's letting credit work for you. You don't want to work for the credit. So there's all kinds of ways online to do that if you do some research. And one, of course, is letting my points go to, or part of it, letting points benefit you for the things you need. Let's see, we don't take a lot of trips and stuff, so we don't earn points through travel and stuff, but we buy a lot of feed and we buy a lot of stuff for the farm. So with our credit, which is a big help. Yeah, this is not going to be too fun. Let me check this camera and make sure it's recording. I wish I could just find this color in a spray can. And then I could possibly move the cats temporarily and spray paint it. I'm also going to be painting the inside. So, what do you guys think about the pics of the election? Just leave your comments below. I mean, the pic for the president-elect. I don't talk about politics on here, but let's just put it this way. Us farmers tend to lean a certain way out of necessity. As well as our beliefs. It'll be interesting to see what's coming up. Are you guys all ready for the holidays? We don't celebrate Christmas, but we celebrate Hanukkah. And so I will be doing a live on the first night of Hanukkah, which is actually Christmas Eve, because Hanukkah starts the 25th. I have to double check that. I think it either starts Christmas Eve or the night of Christmas Day this year. Normally, it's in November. And so, or earlier December. We've had it around Thanksgiving before. So it's kind of weird that it changes all the time, but it's based on the biblical calendar and not the calendar we use. So now this is not an easy job trying to get this all. You have to do the little dabble do ya version. Just dab, 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 dab to get underneath this metal. Hopefully you'll get to see the cats in action during the live. I recorded a new intro for all of my building and DIY projects. I hope you enjoy it. It'll be on the video as well, so make sure you go watch the video. Hopefully I'll get it released today, maybe tomorrow. Just depends. I can't promise anything. With animals and a disabled daughter, you never know what the day will bring. Never, 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 never. So, we had to take her to just a basic routine doctor's appointment yesterday. So that's never fun either. It's always a challenge. So for those of you that don't know, Bianca was born with she was born severely autistic, and she has a mental capacity of what they said was 18 months or so, something like that. So basically an infant. I disagree with that because I've seen her plot and plan. And so I think she's got a higher IQ and just can't verbalize it. And I think it's really difficult for them to test for that on somebody who's nonverbal. And she has behavioral disorders as well. So those can be extreme at times, challenging. But the cool thing about Bianca, having a disabled daughter, she keeps you in the now. And she really shows you how unimportant all these things out there in the world are. Because, a lot of people are chasing after the dollar. And it's just not important when you have a daughter like Bianca. It totally becomes unimportant. And I think farming does the same thing. Your animals, or animals do the same thing. When you're constantly caring for other things other than yourself to get you out of self, and you're more concerned with others. And that's what I so appreciate animals. I just love them to pieces. And I love Bianca to pieces. And my husband, of course, and my whole family. But Bianca and the animals can't take care of themselves. So they rely on others to take care of them. It was like Bianca. Oh, I know, Kitty. I know. You can't go in here, though. You guys will just fight. So this catio has turned out quite nice. It keeps them very dry. We had torrential rains. It never even got wet at all in here, especially putting this gravel down. And that was probably the smallest thing. I put landscape fabric and gravel so that everything would just drain underneath the gravel or under the landscape fabric. And it worked. It made me think, maybe my chicken coop would work that way instead of walking through 15 feet of muck. Because I don't like walking through muck in the chicken coop. I had to this morning again. But and I certainly don't think they enjoy it. So if I can figure out a way to keep the mud out of their little feet, I'll be figuring it out. I'll be doing whatever. Yes, I will. Hey, if you've joined me, just be sure to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment so I know who's here and stuff. I'm not running in and out to check. But if you are here, I just want to say welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go over and subscribe. I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah. The other side will be a whole lot easier to paint than this side. This side has all this metal. I still have to get the top, but I'm probably going to have to get, I keep seeing spots I missed. Probably have to get the little step ladder. I wanted so bad to get this painted before the rain, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because fresh paint, with that kind of rain, it probably would have washed some of it away. I'm really excited for the meetup in the Ozarks with Simply Jan Homestead and Gale Southern Living sponsoring it. They're hosting it. And so if you haven't got your tickets now, it's not a ticket, but if you haven't reserved a spot, it's going to be at Palm de Terra State Park. And be sure to go over there and reserve a spot. It's going to be a very awesome meetup. We're going to be doing karaoke. We're going to be doing karaoke. We're going to have a jam contest. And I had a name for it, and I've lost the name. But we're going to have a jam contest where it's your strange jams, with made of peppers or combinations of fruits and vegetables or whatever you have a special jam recipe, be sure to bring your special jam. And I'm going to be putting out a video about it soon. I've got to figure out what I told Jam the name was, so. If you haven't checked out their channels, be sure to go over and check out their channels. Simply Jan, here I'm talking Jam. Simply Jan Homestead and Gail's Southern Living, as well as Broken Hearts Ministry. So I don't know how many lives you get to watch where you just sit and watch somebody paint, but if you're doing that, I thank you. No, it's not a lot of fun. It may be. I keep getting hair in my mouth and I can't move it out of the way. I should have tied my hair up. Now I'm getting to the spot where I have to get, I'll get this finished first because I can't squat very well. So I need a chair. Come on. It's coming, it's coming. It's chilly out here today. It's in the 40s right now. So I'm dressed for the 40s. I like to think I am. Okay. And that's looking good. So now I need to get down, but I cannot kneel on gravel. So I'll be right back. Oh, wait, I have some boards. I have these boards over here for the rest of the cat tree. I can just kneel on it. This one's not going to be. Should have painted these before I put the metal on, but I didn't. So, you know, I painted most of the framing before I put the metal or the roofing on. I just don't know why I didn't think to paint the rest of this. You really have to use a lot of paint to get underneath here. Get these covered. And it's dripping. So my door, the metal ends up getting painted. That's okay. Doesn't hurt anything. Sylvester, you're going to get your paws all painted. You want painted paws? Your pretty white paws are going to be brown. So one project my husband and I have been talking about is taking where the old catio was, still is. The rest of it I have to still tear down, but I haven't done that yet. And building it in like I did the side porch, and converting it to a laundry room off of the bedroom, one of our bedrooms. And because our laundry room is really tiny in our kitchen, off of our kitchen, and that laundry room serves as a pantry and a kitchen, and it's just barely big enough to hold for one person to stand in there, the washer and dryer, and the water heater. So if we could move the water heater, the washer and dryer, have it moved out to the front, and then have that be a room out there, and then screen in the rest of the porch. I think it'll look really nice, and it would be just so much nicer. Our house is not that big. I mean, it looks big from the outside, but our house, literally, when we bought it, was 1,550 square feet. And that's it. It doesn't have an upstairs. Looks like it does, but it doesn't. So most of the house is roof. And the kitchen and the living room are the biggest rooms. And the first bathroom, they're the biggest rooms as far as what people consider, decent size. And so when we moved in, it had no storage at all. There's one bathroom closet, and then there's closets in the bedroom. There's no storage closets anywhere. And there were hardly any cabinets in the kitchen. And the island cook off of in my videos, and the coffee bar, those I built in that. So we'd have some cabinets. I installed the cabinets above the coffee bar and on the coffee bar, and yeah. And those, believe it or not, all those cabinets were used cabinets that I got from the restore, or some that I found out here in the barn that had millions of spiders and spider webs and stuff. And I sprayed it clean and sanded them down and painted them. They were a crazy mess. I'm not kidding you. Anyway, and so yeah, the only counters that we had were a little one over by the stove and the one on the sink. And so and those were the cabinets as well. So definitely had to have more cabinets, and I definitely needs a full-size pantry, because believe it or not, I do a lot of cooking and a lot of canning. I just don't do a lot of videos about it, but I do. And we have big Thanksgiving dinners. What? What, baby? Come here. Why are you crying? Cat's howling like it's gonna get in a fight with me. I want that. Kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, they're gonna fight. That's the problem when you have still have some males that are not neutered. But I can't catch the black cat to take him to go get neutered. Every once in a while, rarely, he'll let me pick him up. But the minute I try to put him in something, he's scratching everything. I mean, it's just not. So he's just a feral cat, and he is, you know, to everyone else, he's always going to be feral. I'm the only one that he'll let touch him. And yeah, so, but I love him. And he, it just kind of tickles me that he lets me touch him and only me, you know. It makes you feel a little special. I know he's just a feral cat, but it's still, his name's Madness. He's the all black one. Yeah, so I just thought it might be fun to get out here and do a live with me painting so you can hear me ramble. Like I said, I can't see the comments or if there's any comments or if anyone's even on here, but that's okay because I can still ramble to myself. And anyone who came on or stopped by for even a second, I just thank you. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome. I know I use that word way too much. Probably got it from my little sister. Okay, I think the screen door is done on this side. Now it's not on that side. Let me just step back and take a look. Are you guys one of those people that have to step back and take a look too? I always do. Okay, so let me get this little board painted. And then I'll move on to the brown, the dark brown. No, buddy. Kitty, 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 please don't fight. I hate it when you guys fight. Madness. Come here. Okay. So we have three. We have three males that are not neutered. We had 13 or 14 cats at one time. We are now down to, sorry, there goes the dogs. Now down to cats. 9 cats, 9 cats. 3 live in here, 1 lives in the shop, and the other 5 are free, and 3 of the 5 are the males that are not neutered. So I've been trying to just figure out what kind of candy I want to make. Candy collaboration. with Mountain, I think it's Mountain Grandma and somebody else. I don't remember who. I'm trying to get this open. My hair just keeps getting in my mouth. Now I have to pour this. I don't know how well that's going to go. They're chasing birds. There's an eagle that lives out back. He flies over and they just freak out. So they're always chasing after him when he's flying around. Oh, hi, love. Chasing after birds. I'm trying to get this painted. So I'm using this color for the front. It's the color of our house. And it won't take a lot. So let me grab another board. Because, like I said, I can't kneel down on gravel. Maybe in my youthful days. I know you can't see me now, but I'm here. If you're new here, welcome. I can't see who's all in here, if there's anybody, but welcome, welcome. I'm out here painting the catio. I'm going to show it in the video that's coming out today or tomorrow. I haven't finished it yet, so. And as I was saying earlier, I also have a date on the big giveaway in January. So. I'm hoping to surprise my granddaughter when she comes today or tomorrow, because this was her idea. She wanted me and her to build this. Well, she helped her part of building the roof. She hasn't been able to help the other because she had to go home. She lives up in Indiana. She used to live here, but she lives up in Indiana. And she comes every other weekend to see Grandpa and Grandma and her dogs and cats and all of this. Of course, you know, these were her cats. Hers and my grandsons. Two of the cats in here are hers. The other cat in here is my grandson. Of course, you know who ends up taking care of them. It's funny. I'm like one of those memes on TikTok. The older you get as a woman, the more cats you collect. I haven't collected them on purpose, so I guess it still counts, but it doesn't. I may give you a sneak peek when I'm done painting the front. I may. Haven't decided yet. But it's going to look really nice. Move this over here. Might be a little easier. Still barking at the birds. I know if somebody drove by, they think I was crazy. I'm sitting here talking to myself. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you. You, the viewers, whoever you are, welcome, welcome. Fallon, if you're in there, I love you. Miss you. Tell the kids hi, and I love and miss them. Tell your hubby hi. If Jan or Gail or Tina or Heather or anybody else, Tony, if you're in here, hi. Neil, Ivanka. It kind of sucks when you can't see who's in here, but I'm just trusting. Almost got this side done. This is the long side. Okay, now I'm going to stand up. At least turn around. Get this last board. If you hear me sniffle, I am so sorry. It's cold out here, and I have allergies all the time. Or if you hear me moan and groan, it's because of awkward places here. I think that's good. Now I can get this upper board. hopefully. Must be hearing people over at the boat storage. Oh no. If you're wondering why I said, oh no, of course I dropped it on my trim because I can't be delicate in this painting with this metal. I wish I could. I'll just have to touch that corner up again. At least this metal is a little bit wider, so I don't have to. Spend as much effort. It's coming along, you guys. I'm excited. I always get excited when I see things just falling into place. See, I still have to get down and finish painting the cabin below in the cave. But I've been waiting till I get these other projects done. And because I have so many projects. I mean, I literally have so many projects. First thing I'm doing is finishing up this. I've got to paint the chicken coop, but that may have to wait until spring. I have to I don't know what that was. Sounded terrible. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard that. What do you think that was? I thought it was dogs at first, but not so sure. Yeah, I got some on my door. I'll touch that all up. Anyway, back to the projects. So there's some major projects that are going to be happening on my channel. And that is God willing, you know, He allows me the strength and the fortitude to continue to do these things. Anyway, that being said, one is the screening in the porch. Now, whether we build on a room on the end of the house or not, you know, building that end of the porch into a room or not, which I may just go ahead and build it in and then worry about the moving and everything else, the other stuff. That'll be one winter project. The other winter project is going to be painting the cabin down below, getting the rest of the deck finished down below. Anyway, I'm doing some stuff down there. If I'd like to get the pathway finished down below as well in the winter time, because that stuff's not fun to do in the summertime when there's a million ticks and you have to worry about snakes. So the best time to do down in the cabin in the cave is in the wintertime. I don't know about you. I'm not fond of snakes and I'm not fond of ticks. And yeah, so that has to be done. And then the other thing is, come spring, is our pool. Our pool has a leak in it and it's underneath the entire pool. So in order to fix it, we would spend thousands and thousands of dollars, which to swim in a pool for a few months, and not even every day because I'm not one to go get in the pool. It's mainly when guests come. It's just not worth the expense. So I have a couple of ideas. One, build a deck entirely over it, put a sump pump in it, so you're still keeping the pool. Somebody down the road can fix it when you're long gone. They want to. And or I saw somebody else take, my son told me about this one. I was putting some sand in the deep end. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I get sidetracked really easy here. Anyway, putting some sand in the deep end part, so that it's no longer a deep end, and adding some sand just to the bottom, keeping the liner and everything on there, and then go ahead and find an in-ground or a pool, above ground pool, and set it down into the pool so that it's in the pool halfway, and then build a deck around it. Okay. And realistically, believe it or not, that's probably the cheapest route. The digging up the pool was literally going to be like $25,000. And the deck, putting a deck on there, I could probably do it, covering the whole thing. I could probably do it for $4,000 to $5,000 if I am smart. I don't know. But I almost think it needs to have, the plastic deck boards instead of the wooden deck boards because of just moisture issues. I don't know. What do you think? The other is to deck over half the pool, put a smaller above ground pool in the shallow end, and do the same thing as I was just talking about. So there's some different ways of doing it. I've seen some on YouTube, and just tell me what you guys think. I don't know who's still here, but if you heard any of that madness that just came out of my mouth, because I know I got sidetracked and lost concentration there for a minute. So those are my winter and spring projects. Seems like a lot to me. I have to do one at a time so I don't feel overwhelmed. But those are things that need to be done. My main one is building my. This is what I want to do. I want to build a wood shop in my garage so that I can build furniture. I'm really excited about that. That's probably the one I'm most excited about, but also most intimidated by because it's a skill I've never, I've built some rough furniture, but never. Sorry, I was trying not to get paint all over me and sitting down. And I've built some rough furniture, but never anything fine furniture. And I'd like to try my hand at building fine furniture. And so my first thing is to set my garage wrap into a shop where I can do that. I've almost got all my tools together now. I keep looking on Facebook Marketplace for different tools. I'd like a jointer. I haven't got one of those yet. I do have a router table and a table saw. I have my sander. I have a drill press and what's it called? Planer. So just excited about that. Well, this is about as real as you're gonna see, Linda. Here I am grunting and groaning, painting. Oh boy! Oh my gosh! Unalive. It's okay because I'm sure that if a lot of you out there were unalive, having a microphone right in your face, you'd be grunting and groaning too. I know. What'd you guys do? You knocked your carpet down. Guess I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, so now I've got there I go grunting again. No, Nova. What you barking at? I'm gonna have to go touch up all my door again. It's easier to touch up the door than it is. No, no, no. No, Sage. They see Mama over here and they want to jump up. So now onto this metal part. I am so thankful the inside is not going to be as difficult as this outside. What you doing? No, Louis, you can't jump up there. You're a big boy. Maybe if I go this direction. Try that out. I've been letting Lucy Lou in the house at night. Makes Aslan jealous, but he doesn't want to come in. Then he picks on her during the day. And so I've got to figure that out. Lucy wants to come in and just love on Mama. She's always been more of the loner of the 4 dogs. Azzy's just the boss. And then her kids try to just run all over her, of course. Okay, so that part is finished. Now I just have this one last board over here on the outside. This one's not as hard. Then I'll touch up all this that I got brown paint on again after it dries. But it's looking nice. Okay, let me step back again for a step back moment. Looks good. There's just places that I have to get. So it's like keep the cat at bay moment. No, no, Sylvester. Stay there. I knew that was coming. Do this really quick. Move, Sylvester. Move. And get this side. Don't know about that. Let me just try this other side here. Get as much of it as I can. Okay, now let me step back for a step back moment. Much better. Much, much better. Okay, so go in here and paint the brown. Move, Sylvester. Move. I was getting paint all over me. I'm going to check and see who is on here. Hi. Hi, Fallon. Hi from Argentina. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. I'm hoping you'll get to see, no, Louis, a drastic change here as well. And I think I'm just going to paint everything in here brown because it'll just make it a lot easier. That way I don't have to worry about once again, I have hair in my mouth. No, Sylvester. I'll probably have to take a break and go check on my responsibilities in the house. Running out of paint in my little bucket. I'm gonna have to go pour some more. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to end this live here. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming in. I have to go take a break. And if you want to see what it looks like at the end, please go and watch my video that is coming out tonight or tomorrow, and you will see the finished product. Thank you. I love y'all, and you have a great day.